Hi, this is Stephanie Rosenberg of Human Effect Lighthouse Media, doing our weekly engagement for Yoga for Peace. We're here with our special interview of our guest yogis this week, Flossie Park and Gary Polish. Flossie has been practicing yoga for 25 years, teaching for approximately 20, and Gary has been with her for quite a while as well, and we have just come out of a wonderful crystal bowl yoga class. So, Flossie, why don't you tell people a little bit about crystal bowl yoga? They've never experienced it before.
Well, first of all, the crystal bowls by themselves are sound healing. The bowls are made of 99% crystal, and crystal magnifies and intensifies. You have crystal in your cell phone, crystal in your computer, so it's a communicator. And the crystal is formed into a bowl. And the bowl, we play the bowl, like you would play the rim of a cup, and it makes a sound. And the sound is very, very healing. So if you practice yoga while you're feeling and hearing the sound, you are getting twice the effect of what a regular yoga practice would have.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You have all sorts of sizes of bowls, big bowls, small bowls. Can you talk about the significance of that?
The bowls, I have 7 bowls in my set. You can get bowls individually, but each bowl that I have is aligned with the chakras, which are energy centers inside of us. And the bowls, if I play the heart bowl, a lot of times the heart will resonate with it. You'll feel it in your heart or the third eye, and so it goes all the way down the bottom to the top of your chakras, 7 chakras. And it brings the crystal bowls. Because you have crystal in your cells and you have crystal in your pineal gland, the crystal in your body resonates with the crystal that's in the bowls. And so your body actually comes into balance and harmony with the bowls.
Oh, wow. That's really wonderful. Now, I noticed during the class you were playing a different rhythm, different tempos. Is there a special significance around that?
It's probably personal preference. Sometimes, you want to create a mood or a quietness and just allow the music and the sound of the bowl to take on its own, and then it starts to just float. But I kind of play with intuition, so I couldn't even, sometimes it feels like, okay, let's amp it up, and it feels like you want to intensify the energy, and perhaps that's because you're feeling something and you don't realize what you're doing, but I'll play this bowl a little harder, a little faster, and it's amplified more. But I personally like the real quiet, subtle, just kind of floaty sounds.
Yeah, the vibe in the room was so calm, peaceful. It was really just so pleasant to be in. Where did crystal bowl yoga start? Where did this whole thing come from?
Well, it's kind of funny because I actually don't know. It could be my sister. I have a sister in California who owns a yoga center as well, and 10 years ago she called me and she said, I bought these crystal bowls and I'm playing them in my yoga class. And she goes, you cannot believe what is happening. And I said, that's it, I'm getting them. So 10 years ago I went out and bought the bowls and started to play them. And I know people use the bowls for other reasons. I mean, just you don't have to do yoga with them. You can buy them just for healing, for creating an energy and all of that. But yoga with crystal bowls, I don't know. I actually don't know. I know my sister does it on the West Coast, and we do it on the East Coast.
Oh, so you're an innovator.
Yes, maybe.
That's wonderful. Oh, wow. And I noticed that no matter where you and the bowls go, there goes Gary with you guys.
Oh, yes.
So, talk about, you guys have a very special partnership going on. How did you guys meet? What is your partnership all about?
Well, I was the director of a spiritual retreat center in Sedona, Arizona. And Flossie and her business partner at the time brought their yoga center to the spiritual retreat center. And I hadn't met Flossie before, but when she and her business partner came into the office, I came out to meet them. And I gave her business partner a hug, and I turned and gave Flossie a hug. And my heart all of a sudden started pounding inside my chest. And hers did too, I found out later. and we both stepped back from each other because it kind of scared me. And after about 3 or 4 days, we went out for a hike out in one of the canyons in Sedona, and we realized that we were going to spend the rest of our life together.
It was instant
It was
recognition.
instant recognition
Instant recognition.
that she was my beloved and my partner and my soulmate, and that we were just on this path together. And it's been effortless. We are in harmony and balance with one another, and that's what brought us together too. And blending some of my Cherokee blood and traditions of Native Americans along with the Eastern traditions of yoga.
And we kind of, we do this New Earth yoga. And it's almost like, I feel like we're a New Earth relationship, and there's New Earth yoga, and there's New Earth families, and there's New Earth. And it's all about the New Earth.
So what exactly is this New Earth? And put it
It's,
out
it's
there.
with awareness. It's creating with awareness, in relationship with awareness, and oneness, and not separation. It's not yours and mine. It's ours, and it's co-creation. Very came up with the 4 C's.
Yeah. You know, it's we believe that where we're at in the planet right now with consciousness and where humanity is that we've entered into a period of co-creation, where it's no longer us by ourselves, but it's us as a community. It's fitting that we're in the United Nations talking about this, because we believe that it's a community of all people coming together as one. And so we come together and co-create, collaborate, cooperate in community. And New Earth Yoga is really also about generating our energy and our yoga practice from the inside out rather than the outside in. And so we do it more with consciousness and awareness as the energy of our soul, our spirit guides us in our yoga practice.
The New Earth Yoga is also about the blending of the Eastern traditions, which is what I represent, and the Western traditions is what he represents. So it's the real blend of the East and the West.
So how can we use this co-creation as a community to support creating peace through yoga? How does that actually occur?
Well, it feels to me like, and it's our mantra, it's our motto, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. And it feels like when each one of us takes responsibility, and that's the key word, responsibility for our actions, then we can co-create together. Responsibility. And so that's how we create the new earth. We create a team, a united team. And that's where what you're doing is so important. The practice of yoga is not about internal power, it's about internal awareness. And then how can I be responsible and how can I work together? And not work on my ego, but work on my heart. And see you